Everybody on Twitter is painfully unfunny. Twitter is a cesspool. Twitter is a sad, sad place. Twitter sucks. Why Twitter sucks? Twitter is doomed. Everybody on Twitter is chronically online.
You need to leave!
Those are all just kind of different titles I came up with. I haven't really decided one, so I'll pick one later. Anyway, this video is really more about Twitter, or the cesspool masquerading as a social media platform. I wanted to go over what goes down over at the hell pool that is known as Twitter. I feel like Twitter has kind of cultivated a reputation for hosting some of the more chronically online users of the internet, if you will. And I think some of the users on there are some very interesting people that definitely deserve some analysis. Not that I'm really qualified to give that, but I will anyway. We're gonna go over some of the more deranged and absurd tweets that are out there, as well as just the overall miserable people of Twitter. I also just want to say real quick, this video, it's not about Twitter's recent transfer of ownership. It's more so focusing on the users of the site, the user base, rather than like the management or the ownership of Twitter. So this video isn't really about the great Elon Musk. And while I may present some critique about him or his business, ultimately this video is in a comedic nature more than anything else. So I just ask that you please don't take this too seriously. It's fucking cold in here, bro. So to start, I've noticed kind of this trend on Twitter, if you will, or more so, it's kind of a tactic. But first, let me describe. A couple of weeks ago, TikTok went down for a pretty brief period of time. I want to say maybe like 2 to 3 hours, if that. I'm not sure how many exactly. And a lot of people ran to Twitter, ask if anybody else is having problems with TikTok, or just to kind of talk about it. If you looked up TikTok on like the search bar in Twitter, you would see like the same 3 tweets just being regurgitated over and over. And if you think about it, a lot of internet culture is kind of just copy and pasting with no credit to the original author, whoever the hell that is. Really, it boils down to like the same 4 or 5 tweets at the most. And I'm sure a lot of the tweets we see, or just a lot of the viral social media posts in general that we see, are probably have been copied from other people. But this, I just hadn't seen how bad it was. The first one I saw is this video being posted. I must have saw this one video like 8 different times in like 2 minutes. This one says, me heading to Twitter because my TikTok's acting up. Hashtag TikTok down. This one got a cool 16,500 likes, probably more now. Same thing here, me running to Twitter because TikTok is acting up. Hashtag TikTok down. Different thing, but not really. Me trying to figure out if TikTok down or my Wi-Fi tripping. This guy said, breaking news, TikTok is down, because apparently that's fucking breaking news. Me looking at my screen, turning Wi-Fi on and off, waiting for TikTok to load. No, but seriously, people were just saying the same shit, just in different ways, really. And while some of those kind of hit, I'm not gonna lie, it was just this overall just sense of just people just plagiarizing, to put it in the most boring way. It's people would just take the same things they saw, stole it from some smaller account likely, just throw it out onto their own tweet, and then it would probably get stolen as well in like this weird, vicious, chronically online cycle of just Twitter. Yeah, but basically this seems to be a very common thing throughout Twitter. Seems like a lot of people just find success in copying and pasting tweets essentially, to the point where there's even like discourse around tweet stealing. Stealing tweets is probably the greatest mark of a weak and feeble mind. If you find yourself ever wanting to steal a tweet, it's generally a good sign that you aren't cut out for this. During mental blocks, real posters abuse stimulants, or they don't post at all. Fake posters steal. Wise words, my friend, wise words. People steal a tweet word for word practically from a smaller account and then block anyone who points it out. But yeah, this is a problem on Twitter, to say the least. This is very much a fucking disease. The next one is just chronically online / miserable people. I'm gonna be using this example from @LittlePlantMommy. You probably already know about this. This went absolutely fucking insane everywhere. My husband and I wake up every morning and bring our coffee out to our garden and sit and talk for hours. Every morning. It never gets old and we never run out of things to talk to. Love him so much. And apparently people kind of lost it. She received quite a bit of backlash for this, supposedly. A lot of people replied to her saying things like, for hours, but what if we weren't inherently wealthy and have to work and stuff? I don't know, I mean, that's, I don't know, skill issue, I guess. This is cute and all, but did you think of all the people who wake up to work grueling hours, wake up on the streets alone or with chronic pain before posting this? You should be mindful next time before bragging about your picture-perfect life. You might upset someone. I just don't understand why people would get so mad about this. I feel like this is a good example of how negatively the internet is affecting us and our brains. It's kind of gotten to the point where people are kind of just locked into their own miserable, like, decrepit pits of humanity, and they're just willing to lash out at anybody else they perceive as to be happier than them. I don't know, that's just my 2 cents. Now, that being said, I feel like if we look at this a bit more critically, I feel like there was more backlash around the supposed backlash than there actually was any original backlash. What I mean by that, I feel like this thing was kind of blown out of proportion in the sense that not really that many people were that pissed about this. I mean, of course there were some, but these people were minimal, to say the least. If you go look at the original tweet, the amount of responses are overwhelmingly positive and wholesome compared to, like, you know, miserable and antagonistic. So I feel like this was just kind of blown out of proportion intentionally for kind of clicks to kind of confirm people's already preconceived biases around Twitter and the internet. And this kind of works to that advantage, to say the least. Although, however, these people are very much in existence and very much out there. And there are definitely some people out there who would like to see you fail just to feel better about themselves. Awful, absurd tweets that are out there, and these are plentiful, to say the least. These are everywhere, and these exist in various contexts. There's tweets like this, you know, me and the bad bitch I pulled by being kind of funny online. This one isn't that bad, it's just kind of joking, but if you get more into it, there are some pretty awful ones that exist out there. This tweet was in response to, like, a video about 2 girls fighting, I think, in a school, and this user wrote, "Not surprising that she chose violence. She's black."
Stop it. Get some help.
Yeah, and this got quite a bit of attention, to say the least. "You sound so ignorant. Please shut the fuck up respectfully. You tripping butch. Don't ever say some shit like that ever again, racist asshole. Bitch, what the fuck that supposed to mean? I will slap the dog shit out of you, say it again. Ain't no fucking way you really just said that and thought people would agree. Dumb bitch." Yeah, and to be honest, I can't really, you know, fault these people for getting mad at all. Although, however, I think this is just an obvious troll, as well as a bad person, if we're being honest. But yeah, things like this are plentiful out there. They're everywhere. There's also this user at Springs N who wrote, "Japan is finished. It is becoming your average American vassal state. Age of consent increased. Immigration increased." I don't know why those are bad things, especially the first one. Gay unions. Oh boy. Feminism and gender talks increasing. It's only a matter of a few years before Japan becomes a wasteland like Sweden. When will the West ever be satisfied with their corruption and diseases? I'm sick of global homo. I haven't heard that one before. That one is original. Probably not. Probably stole it from 4chan, but...
Go to the church and ask God to forgive you.
This, you know, wonderful, intelligent person also tweeted, "I wish females were not allowed to eat more than 1,000 calories by law per day. All girls should remember, being small and thin feels better than food."
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Yeah, so unfortunately these people are very much out there, and this is only the tip of the iceberg. There's some way worse tweets out there that I probably can't even really go over. Pretty much those are just some of the general sections of people I've kind of found while scrolling through Twitter. Those are kind of just some things and trends I've noticed among some of the users. I just do want to say that the majority of users of Twitter are pretty normal people. There's not a lot of, you know, shit like that out there. There's always going to be people like that, but I don't think it's to the extent that the media and other people make it out to be. I feel like for the most part it is a relatively normal place, or at least it was. You know, whatever you can say about the new owner, Elon Musk. It does seem like things have kind of gotten a little worse, you know, especially right off the rip. As soon as he acquired Twitter, hate speech and just general awfulness just skyrocketed, and the amount of it happening. And whatever you believe about left versus right, I do feel like there are real world ramifications that are going to happen here and have already happened. You know, I mean, there was the whole $8 verification checkmark fiasco that had real world ramifications. Very much so. Recently, I think it has become just a lot more deranged and just unchecked, and I feel like it's probably only going to get worse. This video really isn't about Elon Musk or his cronies that follow him in his echo chamber, more so just kind of the overall user base. It is just, yeah, you know what? I think Twitter should be condemned, really. I'm just going to say it, man. Let's just fucking shut this shit down. Anyway, what do you think about Twitter? Do you use Twitter? You know, have you seen any of these tweets I'm talking about? What's your thoughts? You know, I want to know if other people use it, because it seems like there is kind of like typical or specific personalities that use it for the most part. It seems like people are kind of more divided into the social media platforms that they use on a more consistent basis. I'm more of a YouTube type guy, always kind of have been. And I feel like other people maybe a little more extroverted, kind of like things like Twitter, although I don't really know. So I want to know if anybody else uses it, what they think about it. I don't know. It's just, I feel like I can't be alone when I think or talk about this kind of stuff. I know I can't be. Anyway, that is pretty much all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you liked the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Or you don't. No, but really, thank you for watching. I gotta finish this fucking essay for finals, but yeah, I don't really want to do this, so I'm procrastinating by making this video. Anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Bye.